Matchups continues as 103.9 WLPO presents high school basketball. This game is brought to you in part by the Bill Walsh Automotive Group, Eureka Savings Bank, First State Bank, Grazier's Plumbing and Heating, Illinois Valley Credit Union, McDonald's of Spring Valley, St. Margaret's Health, Spring Valley City Bank, Town and Country Services, and WeTech Wealth Management. You can listen to this game on FM 103.9 or AM 1220 or stream through the WLPO mobile app. You can now also watch and listen to select games in HD video. Check the Sports Live broadcast schedule for links at starmbrock.media. Now, high school basketball on 103.9 WLPO.
The games don't get much more classic than this one. The rematch of the game that we witnessed about 2.5 weeks ago or so over at Ottawa. The Ottawa Pirates now come to Select Gym to take on the LP Cavaliers. Hi, everybody. Rick Sipovic with Pat Chenote here at the home of the Cavaliers, and it should be a dandy. It was last time, a one-point game, Pat.
I would expect the same thing. When these two teams get together, expect a close game, expect a real tight one. And, you know, Ottawa's on a little roll. They've won five out of their last six. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, they're coming in hot, but LP, it's senior night, so I mean, I expect some good things out of them.
Exactly, and if the sophomore game's any indication, should be a good one because Ottawa built a big lead, and then the LP underclassmen came back at them only to fall short by 3, 45-42 in that one. Our pregame show tonight is brought to us by our friends at Eureka Savings Bank. Since 1885, Eureka has been proud to be a part of this community, helping people just like you. Enjoy the game, and good luck to both teams. Eureka Savings Bank, member FDIC. We're going to get a break in right now. We'll come back. We'll set the table for this one. Coming up momentarily, it's Ottawa at LaSalle, Peru for you tonight, right here on 103.9 WLPO.
The concepts of savings and money management? Look no further than Eureka Savings Bank with our Money Miners Kids Club. Hi, I'm Mike Porter. It's never too early to begin a financial education with your children. Let us assist you by making it fun and easy to save while building confidence and security in your children as they are provided opportunities to learn about all banking services. Start them off on the right track financially with the Money Miners Kids Club at Eureka Savings Bank, member FDIC.
If you're feeling under the weather, remember St. Margaret's Health is here, rain or shine. Whether it's a cough or a cut, a bruise or a break, a rash or redness, St. Margaret's is committed to getting you back on the sunny side of life. Go to aboutsmh.org to find out the St. Margaret's service you need now, including telehealth. Into every life, some rain must fall, but you don't have to let it stop you. Visit aboutsmh.org now. St. Margaret's Health, caring for our community for more than 100 years.
Listen wherever you go. FM 103.9, AM 1220. Streaming at classichits1039WLPO.com. And with a free WLPO app for your mobile device.
Bring it back at LP High School. Our pregame show continues now with our keys to the game brought to you by First State Bank. Locally owned and committed to exceptional service and financial products like checking, savings, home, and business loans. The team at First State Bank has your key to winning financial services, member FDIC. Well, Pat, we saw them, like you said, a little over 2 weeks ago, and right now the Ottawa Pirates had righted the ship. They had come into that game, if you remember, on a little losing streak, as had LP. Ottawa was able to eke out the win and then kind of string things out after that. And you notice after going through some of the statistics that we had before and after, they've really increased their scoring average
numbers,
and their defensive average has gone down.
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be this is probably a different looking team right now. They're getting some more scoring. But on the flip side, you wonder what LP's going to do with senior night. We have not found out yet who the starters are for LP because, you know, sometimes they play all seniors or they start all seniors to start. So I know you love to do that with seniors, but this is a big rivalry game. And,
yeah, it's a conference game, a rivalry game, and I don't know how you could start all seniors in this one. It'd be tough for LP to go very long without Josh Seneca, who's really been their guy here in the second half of the season.
Well, absolutely. He had 2 weeks ago we had him. He had 19 points in this game, so he's very, very important for him.
Yeah, he averages basically a double-double per game. He averages right now he's averaging about 11 points a game and just a tick under 10 rebounds per game as well. So he's a complete player. He's getting bigger. He's getting stronger. Remember, he's only a sophomore.
Right, absolutely. I mean, that's the positive for him, is him only being a sophomore.
Absolutely, and then we'll see how he's able to come about. They did a good job, I think Ottawa did in the second half, making it much more difficult for him because he dominated the first half of that ball game.
If you remember, there was some kids from Ottawa that got into foul trouble. That really went and helped LP get back into it.
Absolutely, and that was the difference maker in that one. So if you're LP tonight, I think the key is you got to try and play 2 halves of basketball, not just one.
Absolutely. They didn't have a good first half, so you got to play 4 quarters, and you're playing a quality team.
Absolutely. Ottawa, by the way, coming into the ball game, averaging 51 points per ball game while giving up 49.5. LaSalle Peru is almost even in the 2 categories. They score 53.5 and give up right at 53 on the season. So not much difference there as far as the scoring is concerned. As we said, sophomore game went to Ottawa, 45-42. Varsity game coming up in about 3 or 4 minutes from right now. We'll have the national anthem momentarily. We'll have the starting lineups and more for you. We'll be back to LP High School after this break on 103.9 WLPO.
May need to make a call. Hey, Joe Guskowski, Town and Country Services Plumbing, Heating, and Electric. Whether your heating system needs some TLC or is in need of a serious repair, give us a call and we'll send one of our trained and friendly service techs to the rescue. We're available 24/7 and repair all makes and models. Or maybe you've just opened your gas utility bill and you now think it's time to replace an old heating system with something more energy efficient. Call Town and Country Services and we'll send a comfort advisor to give you the details on how you can save today with a great price and then every month with reduced utility bills by installing a quality Lennox furnace. Our comfort advisors are trained to find you all factory utility company rebates and any tax credit that can apply when upgrading to a high-efficiency Lennox furnace and air conditioner. They'll give you options and help you find the right Lennox heating and cooling system to meet your home's needs and budget. So whether you're repairing or replacing, make Town and Country Services your choice. Town and Country Services doing whatever it takes.
These are a couple of great teams for the real super groups like AC/DC, Def Leppard, and Journey play after the game. 103.9.
Back at LP High School, Rick and Pat with you tonight. About 2 minutes or so away from the national anthem and the starting lineup. Pat, I know might be a little premature, but just a little over a week. In fact, a week from tomorrow night, the boys basketball state tournament begins.
Absolutely.
With some play-in games.
Yeah, actually they start any time after noon on Saturday.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's crazy, and it's totally changed this year where they start on a Saturday instead of a Monday.
Well, not only that, but all the classes play at the same time.
Correct.
There's no, the small schools start this week and the big schools start the week after. It's everybody going at once because if you hadn't heard, folks, the tournament not only has moved out of Peoria and gone back to Champaign, but they're playing all 4 classes over the course of a Thursday, Friday, and a Saturday in Champaign. So it's going to be way different.
Girls start tomorrow, which is on a Saturday, most of the girls.
I believe their finals are still in Normal at Illinois State.
Correct.
As far as LaSalle Peru is concerned, I think they have, an 8 seed, and they're going to be playing their play-in game at Streeter.
Correct.
And that's probably, is that on Saturday?
I believe it's on Saturday, and it's up in the Rochelle.
The Rochelle Regional, which feeds the sectional at, I'm trying to remember where the section is, too. I can't think of it right off the top of my head. I don't have my notes in front of me. Ottawa, on the other hand, I think they're seated around 5th or something like that, and they're playing a play-in game as well, aren't they?
Correct. I don't have that right in front of me, but I will have it before the night's over.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that for you. Our national anthem coming up momentarily. Then we'll have the starting lineups, which have just been posted up on the board as well. Finally, so we'll be able to take a look at that for you moments after we have the national anthem for you here at LP High School. The group's going to be singing it, so we hope we'll be able to pick that up for you down at the other end of the floor. We'll do our best for you. Still getting their choral group lined up down there, and they're at the far free throw line, so we'll see what we can do. Hope you can pick that up for you, the national anthem sung by a group of LP students. And I think it's kind of a hybrid starting lineup tonight, Pat.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to start some of the seniors, but not all of them. There's quite a few.
Pirates from Ottawa.
Interesting, because they've got Michael Jerem, who's been on the shelf all season long. So here's what they're going to do. They're going to scout him, let him walk out there and probably score a basket. Then they'll go to the other end and let Ottawa score, and then they'll start the game. That's a great thing to do. Michael Jerem would have been maybe if not the leader, one of the leaders on the LP team. And he will get a chance to at least take the court for one last time. The Cavaliers will start Johnny Riva tonight, along with Deremchek, Jerem, Robleski, and the sophomore Josh. Here, Riva getting introduced to the seniors, so they'll start 4 seniors tonight. Riva averaging 13.5 a game. Connor Deremchek gets a start. 6-foot senior. Points a game, and he went out after he played in only 7 games all season. Lost with an ACL injury. Tyler Robleski, and normally a starter, will start tonight, averaging right at 4 a game. And then Sean Whitfield, I said Josh Seneca. Sean Whitfield will be the other starter. Averages 9.2 points per ball game for LP. He's a 6-foot senior. Ottawa will start pushing along with Sheehan, Anthony Miller, Braden Miller, and they'll also start Peyton Noel. So I'm sure the officials are aware of the situation like that.
That's my guess.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen numerous times. Yeah. And a senior has a season-ending injury. What's surprising is they don't have Jerem actually by the basket. Well, they got it back here, I guess.
Not back at the other end.
They're going to let him score first. They're going to let Ottawa score first.
So they're driving in with Peyton Noel. Hits the basket for Ottawa. Now they'll get it to Jerem, who's going to walk in and he'll score at the other end. So Michael Jerem going to celebrate with his team, even though he's been out most of the season with a knee injury. And some 16 seconds into the ball game, it's 2-2, and that was a great gesture. Both by
it's a class act by both coaches and both programs.
You knew Mark Cooper would definitely go along with that. Ozzie Hernandez immediately comes into the ball game, replacing Michael Jerem.
So now we can play basketball.
Yeah, LP does have all 5 seniors on the floor right now.
Straight man-to-man, LP starts it.
See how long they stay with this lineup. As long as they can hang around, I suspect they will. Now inside, the ball slapped away off the hands of Ottawa. And here comes LaSalle Peru back the other way with it. Whitfield soars into the front court. Good look underneath. Get it to Robleski. Assist though to Ozzie Hernandez, who whipped him a pass right under the basket. Here in the early going.
LP spent a lot of energy to start.
Their seniors are on senior night. You knew that was going to happen. And Miller just traveled with the basketball.
He just took 2 steps.
And he took 2 steps, and then he dropped the ball anyway. So either way, LP was going to get it. 4-2 Cavaliers, just a minute into the ball game here at the home of LaSalle Peru. Over the timeline with it as Riva gets it to Robleski as LP goes into a motion offense here. Kick it to the outside. The left-handed shot is an air ball by Naremchuk. And Ottawa has the rebound and back in transition.
Both crowds tonight will tell you what's going on.
Miller with it now. Whistles a pass, gets the return, takes it up, no. And he's fouled as he goes in there. And Braden Miller go to the free throw line to shoot a couple here. They call that personal foul on Robleski for LaSalle Peru. It's the first foul of the game. 6:29 for the first quarter, 4-2 LaSalle Peru. Free throw by Miller is good. Braden Miller on the season, the 6'5 senior, is just a 48% free throw shooter.
Wow.
Second toss is good. Looked real good on those two.
He looked real smooth.
4-all the score. Cavaliers keep that senior group in the ball game here as Whitfield fakes the shot. Now hands it back over to Riva as he tries to go up. The ball is slapped away. They're going to call it on the floor. And LP will have the basketball on the inbound play here. They called the personal against Levi Sheehan for Ottawa. That's their first foul of the night. Here's Riva off the inbound play. Jump stop inside, tries to go up, has it blocked, gets his own rebound back, puts it up off the glass, and in anyway. Riva, who just indicated he's going to North Central College to play basketball next season, goes inside and gets the basket. Ottawa very quickly back the other way, lays one off the glass, and they tie the score at 6-all.
Now it looks like LP's going to bring in some more seniors.
By the way, that basket was by Sheehan for Ottawa. 6-all the score, 5:35 remaining here in the first quarter. Whitfield with it again for the Cavaliers. He didn't play the last time these two teams faced each other. Out of the outside, wide open 3-ball is an air ball by Ozzie Hernandez. Here comes the next group in for the Cavaliers. They're going to get all the seniors in the ball game. That's great. Get them in the game early.
Well, it's good right now. I mean, you're a 6-6 tie right now.
Dalton Zanecki in the ball game for the first time. Also in is Cade Oberholtz for LP. Shot from the outside for 3, no. Rebound tracked down by Hernandez for LaSalle Peru. 6-all the scores. We tick towards the 5-minute mark for the game's first quarter. Also in for the Cavaliers for the first time is Wes Rupert. with the ball right now is Oberholtz. He takes it in, lays it up, no, but he was fouled on the way in. He's going to shoot free throws. Nice move there by Oberholtz. He took it right to the rack.
That's on Miller.
First foul on Miller is the second against Ottawa as a team. Oberholtz has only shot 2 free throws all season. He's 1 out of 2, and he leaves the first one short. We'll get one more here. 6-6, Ottawa and LP. 4 ticks inside 5 minutes for the first quarter. Free throw by Oberholtz, too hard, but Riva gets the rebound for LP. Gets it back to Oberholtz, open for a 3 ball, leaves it a little bit short. Rebound taken down by Miller for Ottawa. Bring it ahead in a hurry. Here's Sheehan again, tries to lay it up. Couldn't go this time for him, and LP has the rebound. Riva with it in the backcourt, gets it up over the timeline to Hernandez. Looks to Wes Rupert. Bring it around the top now, and here's Zanecki with it. Scoops a pass over to Oberholtz. To Riva. Back to the outside. It goes to Zanecki. LP just being real patient.
They really are.
Now.
They're just playing a weave out front.
And Riva lost it on the floor. Is taken away on a nice defensive play by Anthony Miller. And as they go back the other way, is tipped away by Riva. Picked up back again, though.
Lucky
by Cushing
over there.
Yep. Ottawa goes back into their motion offense. Here's Miller with it. He just loses it on the way up. Kicks it to the outside. 3 ball in the air. He buries it again. That's Levi Sheehan. He's got 5 quick points, and Ottawa has their first lead of the night at 9-6. 3:40 and clocking for the first. There's Rupert with it. Gives it over to Riva. To the outside. Scoop a pass over to Oberholtz. Look down low to Riva, who just goes to drive the baseline and is cut off. And they're going to call a travel on Riva.
That's the second turnover on LP. And a mass timeout.
Mass timeout taken by the officials here with 3:30 remaining in the first quarter. We'll get you scores as the evening goes on. And we want to remind you that with all the hubbub going on here in the pregame, that our opening tip today was brought to us by our friends at Bill Walsh Automotive Group. Here's a tip for you. If you're in the market for a new car or truck, the only place you need to visit is BillWalsh.com, where you're sure to score a winning deal.
Got one score in the middle of the first quarter. It's Streeter 12, Herscher 4. So 12-4 in the middle of the first.
I see Haynes for Streeter scored his 1,000th point in the last game. He had a huge game. I think he had a 36-point night.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember who that was against, but it was earlier in the week. So congratulations to Jack Haynes. There's only been 6 players in Streeter history who scored 1,000 points or more.
I was surprised.
Yeah. So it looks like LP is going to stay with the seniors, and Jim Cervini says, hey, they deserve some playing time tonight. They're going to get it.
And you don't blame them.
Nope, I don't. They're hanging with them right now. LP down 3 here in the early going. Put the ball on the outside. That's Cushing. Drives inside. Hoists one up. Shot no good. Rebounded on the floor by Rupert. And he went down in a heap right there.
That's Riva.
Oh, that is Riva.
Yeah.
I thought it was Rupert. It's indeed John Riva.
Riva grabbing his ankle. That's not a good sign.
No, that is not a good sign at all. It looked like he came down and might have stepped on the side of someone's foot. So Johnny Riva is down right now and out in some obvious pain at the far basket. Away from us here at LP High School. We're back up in the upper deck again, where we were years ago because of the pandemic.
We had VIP seats. Yeah, now we're in the cheap seats.
Because of the pandemic, they didn't want as many people sitting over at the scorer's table, so we were the obvious choice to leave.
Absolutely.
And that often is the case with us. We go any place we're the obvious choice to leave. Get a score for us there, Pat?
We do. At halftime, it's Streeter 35, Herscher 23. 35-23, Streeter at half.
Streeter's been playing better of late.
They really have.
good time to be
this is not good,
getting your game going. This is not a good thing for John
No,
Riva.
he's still been on the ground. Now it looks like they're going to get a couple players to get him off.
Wow. That's unfortunate. He can't put any weight on that ankle at all.
Right.
It's his right ankle, and he's not able to support any of his own weight on it. Looks like he wants to try, but he just can't.
Well, especially at this time of the year. I mean, like we said earlier, regional start in a week, and I'm not saying he's out for that, but
yeah, you just don't know how
with an ankle situation, you gotta give it some time.
They're just taking their time. They're going to walk him all the way over to the training room, which is at the opposite end of the gym. Trainers were out there to meet him. They're just going to pick him up now.
I was going to say, what they need to do is pick him up.
His dad, who was one of the assistant coaches on the LP staff, goes into the training room with him.
And now I believe one or two of the players that called them off is in the lineup right now. So now they got to wait for them.
They got to wait for them to come back. It's not a long trip. They
no,
to the other end of the gym, so they're kind of just hanging around waiting right now. They're coming back.
You asked me to score buckets. You asked me to carry the players off.
Yeah, that was Zanecki and Hernandez who carried them off, and they're back out now.
I do believe it's LP's ball.
Yep. Very low scoring first quarter again here.
Well, if you look, I think a lot has to do with the seniors, and they're doing a lot of weeps, just trying to wear them out.
So here's Zanecki with it way out front, gets it to Hernandez. Whitfield back in the ballgame for Riva now. He drives down low, and he shuffled his feet. He traveled with it. LP's got almost as many points as they do turnovers right now. Well, 3 turnovers and only 6 points. Now, for the first time, Josh Seneca gets his warm-up off, and he'll be coming into the ballgame. Down low, picking up and in. That's Levi Sheen, who's had a big first quarter. He's got 7 of the 11 Ottawa points, and the Pirates now lead by 5. And now the ball's stolen away on a bust-out. Going the other way with it, that's Anthony Miller, who takes it in and lays it in. Timeout, LaSalle Peru. It's a 30-second timeout. And I think going to get some of the subs into the ballgame now for LP.
Subs, but your leading scorer is probably out for the game. So, I mean, where's your scoring going to come now?
Well, it puts a big load on Josh Seneca, who just came in.
Seneca, then Whitfield, some other guys got to pick it up because that's a lot. Well, I think it's about 13.5 points a game.
He is 13.5 and 4.5 rebounds per game, almost 3 assists a game too. So, and even though he's 6'5", he handles the ball a lot.
Absolutely, he runs the point a lot.
Yep.
These are very crucial minutes for LP.
So Ottawa stays in the man-to-man defense now, and you've got big Braden Miller matched up against Josh Seneca.
You got to wear Seneca out right now.
Yeah. There's London Cabrera into the ball game for LaSalle Peru. There's Whitfield, good entry pass down low. Gets it to Robleski as he goes up. He's hammered. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a couple here. Good pass, though.
Good recognition.
Personal foul was called on Peyton Knoll. 3rd team foul is the first against Knoll so far in the ball game. 2:10 remaining here in the first quarter. Robleski's first free throw is no good. He has struggled from the free throw line all season. Believe it or not, he shoots 36% from the line coming into tonight. Left-handed effort is in the air, and it's long, and then bounces up and goes in.
I was going to say,
he'll take it.
Backspin.
He'll take it to cut the Ottawa lead down to 6 as we near the 2-minute mark for the first quarter. Get the basketball out front. Now driving to the hoop, shot no good by Noah, but put back up and in. That was Braden Miller who was hanging around. He's got 4 now. And the lead out to 8 for Ottawa. The LP goes right back into that motion offense here for a second. Whitfield breaks through the defense. Now gets it over to Seneca. Fakes the 3. Now gets it back out front.
What surprised me is they're doing more of a dribble handoff out front.
Yeah.
I remember last game it seemed like they got Seneca the ball more underneath. He's on the perimeter. It's a 5-out right now.
Yeah. They're trying to open up the middle of the floor right now is what they're doing. And Whitfield, who drove into the paint, just flipped it out of bounds. In fact, it went off of one of the auxiliary baskets over here. Almost went in.
Exactly. Do I do that as a shot attempt or a turnover? What do I do?
I'm afraid that's a turnover. Minute 13 remaining here in the first quarter. So far, it's been all Ottawa. LP seemed like they went really flat after Johnny Riva went out with an apparent ankle sprain about 4 minutes into the ball game.
Well, they haven't scored. Oh, yeah. Well, excuse me. Wroblewski scored one.
Yeah, one free throw is all they have since Riva has gone out. 15-7 Ottawa. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. LP's got to have to regroup here. Because Wroblewski way away from the basket.
Ottawa's doing a really good job on Seneca. They're not allowing him to touch the ball.
It's Hernandez with it now. Skip pass comes to Wroblewski. He fakes the shot. Now drives inside. Dumps it off. Shot missed by Seneca. Fights for his own rebound. Tip back out front. Hernandez has it. Launches a three. And book it. Way downtown. And that three-pointer, a courtesy of our friends at Spring Valley City Bank. All the three-pointers, all the time. From Spring Valley to City Bank. So LP has the lead down to 5. Ottawa works for the last shot. They won't have to wait for long. We're down to 10.
That was a big shot there by Hernandez.
Way out front with it is Sheehan. He's been the hot guy for Ottawa. Still out front. Now the long shot launched for 3. And it's put in at the horn. That's Anthony Miller, who just said, well, I got to shoot it. We don't have any time. And he buried it. So Ottawa has their biggest lead of the night, or equals their biggest lead of the game. They're up by 8 after 1. 18-10. Ottawa over LaSalle Peru. We're back after this on 103.9 WLPO.
That's what First Classic is about.
Yeah, you got to remind me. I always forget this.
I understand. I try to think.
Hi, I'm Sarah Bennett. Let me take you back to First Classic every weekday at 10:30 and 5:30 on 103.9 WLPO.
Ever feel your financial company is more about them than you? Or focused on profits than customer service? That is not the case at the Illinois Valley Credit Union.
I don't see Johnny. Oh, yeah, Johnny's back now. Okay, I didn't see him.
Illinois Valley Credit Union is in the business of helping you realize your dreams with low-interest loans that best match your financial needs. Get the lowest rate when you finance or refi your home, motorcycle, or RV with IVCU. If you live, work, or worship in LaSalle, Bureau, or Putnam counties, you can become an IVCU member. See more at IVCU.com with the emphasis on you. IVCU member NCUA.
Be in the know in Stark Rock Country with Rod and Tom. Mornings on 103.9 WLPO. Stark Rock News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Cavaliers will get the basketball to start the second period down by 8. 18-10 the score after 1 here. Ottawa with the lead. Here's London Cabrera with the basketball to start things off for LP in the second quarter. Here's Wroblewski. Now gets the handoff out front.
Now they're using Seneca more underneath. You notice now he's staying in that paint area.
Here's Wroblewski, fakes the shot, dribbles to the free throw line area. Now backs away, gets it to Cabrera. LP continues the motion here. Here's Whitfield. Went up in the air, didn't know what he wanted to do with it. Somehow Seneca got it, bailed him out, and put it up and in. Nice effort by Seneca.
Absolutely. He's a monster underneath.
First 2 of the night for him. Ottawa takes the long 3-ball shot, no good. The loose ball foul, though, is going to go against LaSalle Peru. As Whitfield trying to get after the loose ball there, ended up running into Trace Rother, number 24, who just came into the ball game for the Pirates. Inbound play coming here for Ottawa under their own attacking basket. They get it inbound to Cushing, who's been quiet so far. Launches a 3, shot no good. Long rebound comes to Cabrera for LP. Get it to the outside to Wroblewski, backing down to Seneca, gives it up. Now back to Whitfield, who loses it momentarily. He gets it back. Here's Wroblewski way across the floor with it. Scoops a pass over to Cabrera. Bothered in the man-to-man defense over there by Sheehan. Here's Whitfield. Back to Cabrera again, loses the ball. Whitfield helps him out. And Whitfield is going to get called for an offensive foul. That's a good call.
The second one.
He hooked with the off arm, trying to drive in the baseline, and the official was right there and made the right call. Third team foul against LP, as Pat said, second against Sean Whitfield. Cavs trail by 6. Is Levi Sheehan with it. Gets it to Miller. Now the ball tipped away by the Cavaliers, and a reach-in foul is going to be called against Trace Rother, who was responsible for the turnover and then made the mistake of fouling after he turned it over.
That drives the coach nuts. He made back-to-back mistakes.
Whitfield and Hernandez go to the bench. For LP, for the first time, Seth Adams, the sophomore, into the ball game. Also back in is Oberholtz for LP. He's got the basketball here. Hands it over to Adams. Scoots a pass over to Cabrera. Now to Seneca near the free throw line area. To the outside, Cabrera open for 3. No. Rebound taken down and controlled by Rother for Ottawa. Bringing it ahead is Cushing. Skips a pass over to the far side to Sheehan. Free throw line jumper by Braden Miller, no good. Rebound, Oberholtz for LaSalle Peru.
I'm sure Coach Cooper's not real happy with the way they're playing.
No,
you know
I can't imagine that he is. Here's the shot by Robleski, no. The loose ball foul is going to go against LaSalle Peru.
I believe it's Seneca for pushing off. Yes,
yeah, he tried to get to the offensive board and did a little push. His first foul is the 4th against LP, so we're even in team fouls. Not even on the scoreboard, though, as Ottawa leads it by 6. Into the ballgame for the first time, Javarius Whitfield for Ottawa. Get it over to Miller. Now popping out to get the pass. A new guy in there. That's Threadgill for Ottawa. Out to Whitfield. Good look down low. Whitfield forces it up with the offhand and makes it good.
That was a pretty impressive move over Seneca.
It really was. He went to the opposite hand, too. 20-12 in favor of Ottawa. The lead back out to 8 again. Backdoor cut was thrown behind Oberholtz by Robleski, and Ottawa has it. Back the other way in transition. Shot no good. It's going to be goaltending called against Seneca, though. He stuck a hand up, I think, through the goal that time. Looked like they're going to give it to Threadgill, I believe. So the Ottawa lead is out to 10. That's their biggest lead of the game so far.
They gave it to Miller.
I thought they put it up on 11. 11 was flashing on the board. Miller already had 4. Now the ball thrown away again by LaSalle Peru.
That's 6.
Here's Miller again, takes it up, no, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. That might be on Seneca again. It is. So Seneca picks up 2 fouls in a period of about 20 seconds after not really playing that much in the first quarter.
They need him on the floor, especially with Riva out.
Well, they have to have him. They can't take him out right now.
I believe Riva's back on the bench and with his warm-up on.
Yeah. First free throw is good by Braden Miller. He'll get one more. I think he's 3 out of 3 at the line. He came in shooting under 50% from the line, and he buries another one. Looks like he's been practicing.
I think you need to check those stats. I don't think he's...
Do you remember when we saw him last time? He threw up a couple of bricks. Here's Oberholtz trying to drive down low. Gets the pass away, but he's hammered before anything else can happen. It's going to be a common foul against the Pirates. They're going to call it against Anthony Miller. His second is the 5th against Ottawa, so team fouls again, even at 5 apiece. Here's Adams with it for LaSalle Peru to the outside to Robleski. Handed over to Oberholtz. On the right, now the left-handed dribble. Skip pass comes back outside to Adams. He looks for a screen and gets one. Now gets the pass over to the far side to Cabrera, who rebalances the floor with Whitfield all over him. Adams open for 3 for a minute. Ball swerves in and out. Ball taken down by Rother for Ottawa.
LP's takes a long time on their offense.
Threadgill now with it for Ottawa. LP scored only 12 points. We've got 4 minutes to go in the first half. Down low, that's Miller as he goes up. Shot was no good. This might be on Seneca again.
So say if it's him, it's his third.
It's his third in about a minute of clock time.
I believe it is.
Nope, they called it on Adams. Seneca was pleading with the official. That's why I thought it was on him.
And two referees got together to talk about it.
Yeah, so Miller at the free throw line again just buries his fifth in a row. Got 7 points. It's 25-12 Ottawa. Rupert into the ball game for LaSalle Peru, replacing Robleski.
It's a 7-2 run right now, 8-2.
And a mask timeout coming up right here with 3:56 remaining in the first half. And Ottawa starting to lengthen that lead out a bit right now. Ottawa 26, LaSalle Peru 12. We're back to the home of the Cavaliers after this.
Board-certified in internal medicine is now seeing patients in an all-new location, St. Margaret's Midtown Primary Care, located next to St. Margaret's Center for Physical Rehabilitation, just south of Culver's in Peru. Dr. Angeles offers a variety of services to adult patients, including primary care, internal medicine, chronic conditions, and more. You'll now find Dr. Angeles at his new location in St. Margaret's Midtown Primary Care, next to St. Margaret's Center for Physical Rehabilitation in Peru. Call 815-883-3241 for an appointment.
Illinois Valley tradition for sports continues on 103.9 WLPO. Start.
3:56 until halftime, and LP's offense is just a memory right now.
It really is. They're doing a lot of weave, which I understand, but they're not really looking to attack the basket. The weave's good if you're ahead, number one, or number two, it's close, but you're down 14 points.
Yeah, you remember this game was tied at 6. It's been 20-6 Ottawa since then.
Right, and it was 18-10 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah. So Ottawa has really had things entirely their own way. And the senior night festivities, along with the ankle injury to young John Riva, have really sent LP into a tailspin here right now. Got to right themselves. Here's Adams with it, way outside the arc. Looks to the baseline to Seneca. He's triple teamed as the ball knocked away. Goes back to LaSalle Peru. They're just sending the posse after him, and I don't blame them.
And, you know,
he's the only scorer LP really has on the floor right now.
These are huge minutes right now for LP before halftime.
Yep, they've got to get some points up. Here's Seneca with it off the inbound play. Now get it outside to Adams. Look to Rupert. Rupert on the left-handed dribble. Now hands it over to Cabrera. Ottawa playing great defense, too, right now. Here's Rupert. Again, now they get it to Oberholtz. Tries to drive inside. Just cut off. Hit it way back out front to Cabrera. To Adams. He gives up his dribble. He's trapped on the baseline. He's able finally to get it to Cabrera. He dribbles through traffic. Down low to Seneca. Leaves it short. They did a good job of waiting and finally getting him the ball, and he just pulled the string on one down.
They're really making him work down there.
They are. Now long three ball, no good. Kick back up and in by Miller. And I tell you who's hot right now. It's Braden Miller for Ottawa.
He's had 10 points on the night.
Town and Country Services will keep you from being too hot or too cold. They're our Too Hot sponsor. Your ball stolen away by Whitfield for Ottawa as he takes it the distance. He's fouled. Wow. 28-12 in favor of Ottawa. I don't think anybody expected this.
No. Fouls on Rupert, his first.
7 now against LP as a team. And to the free throw line goes Javarius Whitfield, the senior, at 5'9". He knocks in the first one. He's just a 50% free throw shooter on the season.
Look,
here's Riva. It's like they taped him up, and he's coming back in, replacing Oberholtz. He says, I'm not missing my senior night. He didn't look too good when he left the floor,
I'll tell you.
Second free throw by Whitfield is short, but he gets his own rebound. Nobody blocked him out at all.
You got to box out. Now let's see, how does Riva move? Not real good.
No, he's kind of favoring that ankle right now. Here's Miller. Anthony Miller drives inside. Excuse me, that was Trace Rutherford, 24. Gets his first 2 of the game. 31-12 Ottawa. A 19-point lead. Here's Whitfield with it. Gets it over to Cabrera, over to Adams.
LP has 2 points so far in the second quarter.
Whitfield open for a minute, and he buries a 3, and it probably should have been a 4-point play.
They needed that.
He got fouled on the shot. Was still able to get it. His first basket of the night. And they're going to call a foul against LP. A reach in maybe against Whitfield.
I think it was, okay, or else Riva.
Whitfield just got his 3rd.
That's not good.
Nope. After he hits a 3, he comes down and commits his 3rd foul. To the free throw line, Luke Cushing, who hasn't scored yet tonight.
So he's very quiet tonight.
Knocks in the first free throw.
I believe he had 19 last game against LP.
Whitfield has to go out. He's replaced by Ozzie Hernandez. Levi Sheehan ready to check back in for Ottawa. Second free throw by Cushing is good. So Ottawa not really pressing. They just kind of put Cushing up there to occupy some time. Now they bring Whitfield up.
Just a little ball pressure, try to keep you honest.
Here's Ozzie Hernandez with it for the Cavaliers. Gets a screen from Seneca up high. Now looks to the baseline. Adams shot for 3, no. Rebound fought for and finally controlled by the Pirates. That's Cushing with it for Ottawa. Down low, ball poked away. Picked up by Hernandez.
6 turnovers on Ottawa.
That was a steal, was really by Seneca down there as he stuck a hand in. Here's Riva open for 3. Long one is a little too long. Bangs off the back of the bracket. That's probably a 27-footer. Here's Whitfield. Beats his man and lays it in again.
He is awful quick. He knows how to finish.
First step is real quick. The ball stolen away by Whitfield again. He'll take it up and lay it in again. He's a one-man press.
He really is.
He's got 7 off the bench.
That's 8 turnovers already on LP.
I think all of Whitfield's points have come here in the second quarter. Now the ball thrown away again by Cabrera. Ahead to Braden Miller, who goes in, and a blocking foul is going to go against LaSalle Peru. As Hernandez tried to get it, and he took a little sidestep there at the last minute. Wasn't set.
That's his first.
9th team foul against LP, but this will be a 2-shot opportunity by Braden Miller, who's lived at the free throw line tonight. Free throw finally misses one.
He's working his way down to 50%.
Was he 6 out of 7 now on the line? And Ottawa, 22-point lead with 38 seconds to go until halftime. Make it a 23-point lead now as he makes the second free throw. Miller with 11 here in the first half. There's Adams with it for the Cavaliers. Nearly traveled with it there. And away from the ball, we're going to have a push called. I think it might be on Sheehan.
That would be his second.
It is, and it is. Only the 16th foul, though, against Ottawa. So Sheehan will come out.
They're in pretty good shape here. 23.
They bring Aaron Threadgill, a 5'10 senior, back in. There's Riva, and he's fouled, and a silly foul.
Coach Cooper did not like that.
40 feet away from the basket on Cushing.
Now you put him on the line.
Cushing's not had a memorable first half. He's got 2 points. And really hasn't been much of a factor. And he's their leading scorer, averaging 15 points a game. So Riva will get a 1-and-1 here, and he knocks in the first one. Got 3 points so far after having sat out much of the first half with apparent ankle injuries. He's just trying to gut his way through it now. Second toss by Riva is good. 38-17. Ottawa will probably work for one here, I would think. And now they throw it away.
Just be a little careless with the ball, Ottawa.
Yeah,
right there.
Noel came and got the long pass and tried to get it right back to Cushing, and he threw it into the cheap seats. So Rother is back to the bench now, and they bring Javarius Whitfield back in for the Pirates. Reba went down for a second there. He's really having trouble with that ankle. And now ball's lost by Hernandez by the Ottawa bench, and Ottawa will still probably get a chance at the last shot.
That's if they get it in. They've had trouble getting in the last couple times.
Yep. Rother the trigger right by his coach on the bench. The ball nearly thrown away, and Adams knocks it away. They're still in the backcourt with it. And that should have been an over and back right there, Pat.
Yep.
He was in the front court, came to the backcourt, and caught the ball. The official missed it. Now down low, Miller wide open, rolls in at the horn and lays it. LP with that scramble defense looked like they had done a pretty good job, and the last second Miller broke free. He's got 13 first half points, and Ottawa
Wait,
leads.
they called the foul.
Oh, before the basket?
No.
Basket's good. Oh, and they call a foul in addition to.
Right.
Free throw's no good. So that will be your halftime score. I did not see who they called the foul on. Reba, okay. That's his first. 40-17 Ottawa here at the halftime break. No one was looking for this to happen this way. But weirder things have happened in this rivalry, I'll tell you that. Here at halftime, Ottawa 40, LaSalle Peru 17. We're back with halftime activities after this on Classic Hits 103.9 WLPO.
This year's Classic Hits are two teams who were selected last fall. They will be formally inducted in the Hall of Honor.
Spring Valley City Bank can help you finance. Perhaps it's a remodel of your kitchen or bathroom. Contact the Spring Valley City Bank loan officer today, or stop into either the Spring Valley or Peru locations and start the process of making your dreams a reality. Spring Valley City Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
We might have the Clock Brothers.
Yep.
They are doing the Hall of Fame.
You deserve a reward. When is the last time a bank said that to you? Hi, this is Jan from First State Bank, and that is exactly what you'll get with our FSB Premier Checking Account. High interest rewards for a couple simple monthly activities. Do you use a debit card or a person-to-person mobile payment program like that? Are you interested in getting your ATM fees refunded? If you answered yes to any of those questions, you owe it to yourself to check out our FSB Premier Checking Account. For more information, find us on the web at firststatebank.biz. First State Bank, member FDIC.
Bill Walsh wants to buy your car. Yeah, you heard that right. Bill Walsh Automotive is flipping the script. They usually sell cars, now they want to buy yours. You probably use an upgrade or some extra cash, right? I mean, who couldn't? Well, Bill Walsh Automotive is an official Kelley Blue Book buying center, and KBB is the most trusted source to value your vehicle. So if you're ready to let go of those wheels, just click the KBB link at BillWalsh.com. Fill out the form, and Bill Walsh will buy your car at the price KBB gives you. Heck, they might even give you up to $1,000 over the KBB. Go to BillWalsh.com and sell them your car today.
Official contest rules for WLPO are brought to you by Kilday Baxter and Associates. There's never any purchase necessary, but you must be a legal U.S. resident and, unless otherwise specified, at least 18 years old to win. Winners agree to use of their likeness for promotion and may be liable for taxes. Starbuck Media is not responsible for prizes that become unavailable, nor do we warrant any prize. Specific contest rules available at stargrock.media. Have fun playing and winning. And for accounting and tax services, count on Kilday Baxter and Associates in Oglesby. Listen on FM 103.9, AM 1220. It's a free WLPO app. Or ask your smart speaker to play 103.9 WLPO. Starblock News, talk, and classic rock.
Rick and Pat back at LP High School, where the Ottawa Pirates have had things entirely their own way here so far in this one. They lead it big over LP here at halftime, 40-17. get some scores for you from around the area coming up. Also, a Bulls update right now at 5:42 remaining until halftime. The Timberwolves and Bulls are tied at 42.
A couple local scores. At the end of the third quarter, it's Streeter 40, Herscher 32. In the first quarter, it's Marquette 17, Streeter Woodland 8. Halftime score, it's Kewanee 38, Hall 29.
Try and keep you up to date on those scores as the evening goes on. This season is grinding down right now. We have just one more regularly scheduled broadcast for you here on WLPO for the season, as our next game is next Friday night.
Nope. How about next Wednesday?
It's coming Wednesday night, I should say, as St. Pete travels to Putnam County for our
weird to have a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
During regionals, yes, but this is a regular season game.
Yep, it is. And then we'll see what our broadcast plans may be for you in the second season with some of our local teams and seeing how far they advance, etc. We'll try and see if we can get some of those on for you. As far as LP is concerned, their next game is Tuesday night at home against Morris. And then they finish up next Friday at Rochelle, while Ottawa has just one more regular season game, unless there's some makeup game that I don't know about. That'll be next Friday at home. I'm sure that'll be their senior night as they take on Sandwich. Having the LP Hall of Honor ceremony tonight, as well as senior night and everything else. I think they had their actual induction earlier today, but being recognized by the basketball fans here and getting a nice round of applause as a number of them are here and being introduced tonight.
It's a big night to have senior night and the Hall of Fame night, or Hall of Honor, whatever it's called.
Yeah, the LP Hall of Honor, yeah.
It's a big night.
It really is. Big deal. And I know there's a few people who are being inducted posthumously, and that would include Butch Nowak, the legendary football coach at LP for many, many years. And he's also an All-American in Illinois, playing football back in the day as well, and a number of others as well. And our congratulations to all those inductees tonight here at the home of the Cavaliers. It'll be a little bit longer halftime, and we'll do our best to keep you informed as to what's going on around the area in the interim. But right now, we're going to work in one more break, and we come back. We'll try and get some more scores for you, and Pat will also take a look at some of the first half numbers. If you're an LP fan, you might want to turn your radio down for that part of it. It's not been pretty. It's been all Ottawa so far. Pirates lead it 40-17 over LaSalle Peru here at halftime. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this on 103.9 WLPO.
Activities you can do this weekend. Start Rock Country. On Thursday, February 10th through Monday, February 14th. Enjoy Valentine's Dinner for two at the Blue Buffalo by Tangle Roots Brewing Company. You'll have your choice of entree and super salad alongside the dessert and appetizer to share. To make your reservation, call 815-324-9549. Local winners escape at Kishel Cabin. Luxurious rental units located just a few miles away from Star Rock.
I think so.
Look at the natural beauty of Star Rock Country. For a limited time, book a 2-week-night stay and receive a $50 discount. Offer valid only on weeknight stays. Valentine's Day is excluded. For more information and to check availability, visit KishwaCabins.com. Pay a visit to the brand new Heritage Corridor Welcome Center in downtown Utica. The Welcome Center, located at 248 West Canal Street, is open to the public noon through 6 p.m. Closed on Tuesdays through the end of March. For more great activities you can do in the area, be sure to visit StarRockCountry.com and like us on Facebook at Star Rock Country.
Are you tired of asking Mom and Dad for money? Well, so are they. McDonald's in Spring Valley, Princeton, and Mendota have immediate openings for both full and part-time positions on all shifts. Plus, with archways to opportunity, McDonald's can help you succeed by earning your high school diploma, working toward college, or improving your English skills. Apply in person at the Spring Valley McDonald's on Route 6 in front of Hall High School, the Princeton McDonald's on North Main just off I-80, or the Mendota McDonald's. And be sure to try one of their new crispy chicken sandwiches. Locally owned and operated, McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer.
The biggest games and the best matchups are on 103.9 WLPO. Star Block News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
Rick and Pat back at LP High School. And the Hall of Honor inductees continue. I noticed when you came in, Pat, that they mistook you for one of the 1957 Cavaliers who had been being inducted today.
You're right.
I noticed you had your pom-poms with you.
Exactly.
They were a little confused with that part.
I just don't know where my plaque is, or where the hallway is with my honor. That's what I've been looking for all day.
Your bronze pom-poms will be in the mail. Pat, if you would, take a look at some of those first half numbers, and yikes.
Ottawa, unbelievable. They're shooting 13 for 18 for twos. They're 2 for 7 from threes. They are 10 for 13 from the free throw line with a total of 7 turnovers. So they're shooting the ball extremely well. LP, on the other hand, is 4 for 10 from twos, 2 for 7 from threes. They're 3 for 6 from the free throw line with 10 turnovers.
That's 72% Ottawa is shooting 2-point shots right now.
Well, your 2-point shots, if you think about it, I don't know if they have a bucket outside the paint. Miller just owned it. Both Millers have been basically inside, you know what I'm saying, and just destroying the inside.
And think about this. Luke Cushing has been their leading scorer all season long. He's got 2 points.
On 2 free throws.
On 2 free throws, and they have a 23-point lead.
Exactly.
So everybody else is doing the job tonight, and Luke is saying, you guys go ahead. and what Ottawa's played well, and on the flip side of that, LaSalle Peru has not.
Absolutely.
I don't know what else you could really say about that. Bulls score with 2:39 remaining until halftime. They're tied with the Timberwolves at 49.
They got to win that game.
Yeah, that's one you got to come away with, because there's so many left now against good teams, and what an advantage it is for the Bulls to stay in that top 4 or 5 teams, so you don't have to go drop down to like a 7 or something like that and end up with a play-in game.
Well, and also with all their injuries, they can't catch a break of late. Ball's out, Caruso's out.
Yeah, and they've still got
Patrick Williams is reported.
Jones has been out for a while now as well. Who's a good guy off the bench.
They didn't make any moves yesterday in that trade deadline, which I don't blame them. I think they got the team as long as Williams is coming back. Yep. They need a rim protector, and I think he's the guy.
Well, I think that they felt like the ask was too much for some of the players that they wanted to go after. It was going to either be White or it was going to be Williams.
Absolutely.
They're going to have to move. Those are their two parts that everybody would be interested in. The other one would be Ayo Nasumo, and I know they're not going to move him.
No, and Ayo being out right now on concussion protocol, they don't have much on to bring up the ball.
They don't have a point. Zach LaVine is playing the point for the most part for them, and DeRozan has to bring the ball up some, and they're just nobody.
What's interesting with the All-Star game, I don't know if you realized yesterday they did the picks who's playing where, and I believe it's Durant's team and LeBron's, and LaVine and DeRozan, who's both on the Bulls, are playing the separate teams.
Yeah.
They got picked because those two guys get to pick who they want on their teams.
You notice at the trade deadline, Harden was traded to the 76ers, and he is an all-star, and kind of a little bit of a statement. Durant wouldn't pick him. He was down to between him and one other guy, and he wouldn't take him.
I don't know if Harden's cancer or what. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, he sure used up his welcome in a lot of places.
He really has. But
and it was obvious that he had pretty much quit playing for the Nets. He didn't want any part of it. He did the same thing in Houston. He didn't like his act in Oklahoma City when he was there.
But you put him on Philadelphia right now with Joel Embiid.
Embiid, yeah.
Yeah, you got to realize they're pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. And Simmons goes to the Bucks, and he wasn't playing at all anyway.
No,
not to the Bucks, but to the Nets.
I think they got also 2 first-rounders in that.
Yeah.
Which I would think if you get 2 first-rounders, that means something. I think the Nets came out better than the
I do
Philly.
Too. Yeah, I think that the both teams had just had enough of both players.
Right.
And they were about willing to do whatever they had to. Cavaliers just performing out here. No, it wasn't the 1957 Cavaliers. It was indeed the 2022 Cavaliers performing out here at halftime. We've got about 3 minutes to go till we get things going in half number 2. We'll owe you one more break. We're back to the home of the Cavaliers after this on 103.9 WLPO.
For Valentine's Day in the Time Warp.
Happy Valentine's Day. Care for a chocolate? I'm wrapping a certain somebody's wonderful Valentine's Day present.
All right, I'm going to get the necktie.
Oh, you think you're so smart.
It's not a necktie?
No, but it's your necktie.
Do you know?
It's a Time Warp full of facts. This week
Don't miss Time Warp. This weekend on 103.9 WLPL. Brought to you by Retech Wealth Management in LaSalle.
You've turned your thermostat up, but the temperature in the home keeps dropping. You may need to make a call. Hey, Joe Guskowski, Town & Country Services Plumbing, Heating, and Electric. Whether your heating system needs some TLC or is in need of a serious repair, give us a call, and we'll send one of our trained and friendly service techs to the rescue. We're available 24/7 and repair all makes and models. Or maybe you've just opened your gas utility bill, and you now think it's time to replace an old heating system with something more energy efficient. Call Town & Country Services, and we'll send a comfort advisor to give you the details on how you can save today with a great price, and then every month with reduced utility bills by installing a quality Lennox furnace. Our comfort advisors are trained to find you all factory utility company rebates and any tax credit that can apply when upgrading to a high-efficiency Lennox furnace and air conditioner. They'll give you options and help you find the right Lennox heating and cooling system to meet your home's needs and budget. So whether you're repairing or replacing, make Town & Country Services your choice. Town & Country Services, doing whatever it takes.
Start your day with Rod and Cobb. Then get updates throughout the day on 103.9.
It's about ready to get things going here in the second half. Cavaliers are going to need a Herculean effort to get back into this one, as Ottawa has really pretty much dominated every stage of the game.
And then the other question comes in for, like Ottawa, is Cushing going to pick it up? For him to, is he going to end up with 4 points?
Yeah.
2 in each half?
Pretty unlikely.
I don't think so.
Pretty unlikely. I mean, he's been a very complete player for them. He's a senior at 6'1", and he kind of he's a sneaky scorer. You don't always notice how many points he has, but averaging 15 a game.
Yeah, I think he just plays the game right. He just, no showboat, just plays.
Yep. So Ottawa will have Cushing along with Anthony Miller, Braden Miller, Levi Sheehan is also in. And they've got Peyton Knoll. So their starters back in. For LP, it's Seneca, Hernandez, Whitfield, Robleski, and Johnny Riva. The normal starting group for LaSalle Peru. They started all their seniors tonight to try and give them all a chance to play. Ball tipped away and picked back up by Braden Miller as Ottawa has the basketball to start the second half. There's Anthony Miller. Give a pass over to Sheehan near the free throw line. They
mismatch inside.
Wide open 3 look, no good that time by Anthony Miller, then put back up and in. That was Peyton Knoll, number 25. So Knoll has 4. It's 42-17 Ottawa. As the beat goes on, and LP just keeps running that motion offense. There's Riva. Tried to get the pass down, and he's just barely making it up and down the floor. Now the runaway layup is missed, and Riva's back at the other end. He'll take it in and lay it in. He couldn't get back to the other end, so he ended up getting a one-man fast break right there. Now,
offensive foul.
An offensive foul is going to be called against Ottawa.
Cushing hit second.
He had Robleski all over him, and he just kind of ducked a shoulder into him and pushed him. Forearmed him.
You can't do that right in front of the referee.
No. They're going to catch something like that almost every day. Here's Whitfield with the ball for LaSalle Peru. Dumps it to Seneca. Gets it on the give and go and lays it in. Nice little give and go as Whitfield just continued to the basket, and Seneca basically just handed it to him.
Yep.
Looked like a quarterback handed it off for a running play. So now Ottawa had a wide open look as Sheehan had it and just lost it underneath. They had a layup.
That's 8 turnovers right now
against Ottawa. They still lead by 21. They've doubled the score on LP right now. It's 42-21. Hernandez with it. Looks to Riva. He's got an open look for three. Shot no good. Weak side rebound taken down by Anthony Miller. He'll bring it ahead himself. Outside to Sheehan to the baseline. That's Noel. He drives inside. His shot was altered by Seneca. Here comes LP back the other way with it. Here's Riva. Looks to Whitfield. Skip pass comes across, nearly threw it away.
That looked like he was out of bounds.
Yeah,
from our angle.
Good save right there. Here's Seneca. Good head and shoulders fake. He takes it in, lays it in.
That's an excellent move there by Seneca.
He showed Braden Miller the ball, got him up in the air, and just drove to the basket.
It's 4 points for Seneca.
Now the ball thrown away by the Pirates. Here's Whitfield with it for LP. In transition, he goes, and as he tried to get into the shooting motion, he's fouled beforehand.
Might be a Sheehan. That's his third.
Yep. Levi Sheehan with his third is the second against Ottawa here in the second half. And a quick timeout taken, a 30-second timeout taken by the Pirates right here. We'll keep it here during this timeout period.
We got a final score over at Streeter. It was Streeter 49, Herscher 36. That's a final score.
Halftime in Chicago, the Bulls lead it over the Timberwolves 60-59.
Okay. It's a halftime score. Putnam County 38, Henry 19. Halftime score Kewanee 38, Hall 29. The fresh soft score out here earlier was Ottawa 45, LP 42. The big question is, Rick, who are you taking tomorrow in the Super Bowl?
Tomorrow, I'm not taking anybody, but on Sunday, I might take. If I had to, I'd take the Rams. Although it wouldn't surprise me that much if the Bengals won. Here's Riva, beats his man. Nice jackknife move inside, lays it in with the left hand. The Cavs coming out here with a little fire to start the second half and cut the lead down to 17.
Throwing an 8-2 run to start.
Yep, here's Sheehan, gives a pass to the baseline, wide open look for three, is no good by Noel, and LP has the rebound. Here's Riva with it on the left, now the right-handed dribble, goes back to the left hand, probes the top of the defense, shot by Whitfield for three, no good from the left side, and Sheehan has the rebound for Ottawa. Brings it ahead, walks into a three, his shot rejected by Riva. Riva has it going back the other way, picks it up, shot no good, and rebound out of bounds, goes off the hands of Robleski for LaSalle Peru. Riva a little out of control there.
A little out of control, but Ottawa, or still LP's energy is really well.
They're just trying to force some action right now. And LP with a full court press right here. Up over the timeline with it are the Pirates. Now a blocking foul is going to be called against Riva. Is going in a little bit out of control. Really was Braden Miller.
Just second.
He got lucky right there. That could have gone either way. Second foul on Riva. First on LP as a team here in the second half. Free throw by Miller is short. He's starting to come back to his average.
Missed 3 out of his last 4. He's 7 for 10.
As we said, shooting under 50% on the season coming into tonight. Now he makes that one. 43-25 Ottawa. I think their biggest lead was, 23?
Yes.
Cavs with the basketball here. Here's Robleski. Nearly threw it away. Whitfield helps him out with a one-handed snag of that pass. Now Riva open for three. He lets one fly and he gets it to go. LP's got to play that way right now. Riva now with 11. Well, I think he had 4 in the first half.
Correct.
With the basketball outside, that's Noel. Give it over to Cushing. He's open for three. There it is. He could start heating it up at any time.
Well, Ottawa's got to find somebody right now because LP keeps on creeping back. Somebody's got to step up for Ottawa.
Cushing now with 5. I think that's his first basket of the game, isn't it?
Cushing?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Got 2 free throws, not 3.
Yep. Now beating his man is Whitfield, and he gets it to go. Looked like he was going to lose the basketball. He got control and was able to lay it in.
The ball saw the whole rim.
It did. 46-30, 3:30 remaining here in the third. Here's Sheehan open in the paint, and he rolls it in.
He's awful quick. He's a tough matchup.
Yep. Doesn't look great. Doesn't, you know, he's not the tallest guy out there, maybe not even the quickest, but he's got a real quick first step, and he gets himself into that shooting motion right away. There's Riva way outside with it. Now dribbles to the top of the circle, beats his man, takes it up, no. And I think are they going to call that before the shot? Thought he pointed.
No, they're going to shoot
it underneath. They called that personal foul on Braden Miller. That's his first. And I got a mask timeout coming up right here with 3:06 remaining in the third quarter. And LP kind of chipping away a little bit, but they got a long hill to climb, trailing at 48-30 here against the Ottawa Pirates. We're back after this quick timeout.
Love of laughter. I don't drink anymore. My wife beat that out of me. Last time I came home, she's going, drunk again. I'm like, me too. Everybody's favorite shot from Bob and Tom, Mike Armstrong, back at the Super Bowl. I quit smoking pot after I got off police department. I didn't know it cost that much. Call now for tickets to Mike Armstrong, Saturday at the Illinois Valley Super Bowl, next to Staples in Peru. You must be at least 21 for comedy. With Tom Petty, Bob Seger, and John Mellencamp are some of your favorite players. Stick around after the game. 1039 WLPO, Star Block News, Talk, and Classic Rock.
3:06 to go here in the third. Ottawa with the 48-30 lead against LaSalle, Peru. Cavs have been cutting into it. They've been down by as many as 23. Have played a little bit better here in the third.
It's been a 13-8. Yeah, it's 13-8 run right now for LP.
So Riva goes to the free throw line to shoot a couple here. His first free throw swerves out. On the season, Johnny Riva, a 71% free throw shooter.
He's really, what do you want to say, limping or favoring his leg or his ankle.
Got the second free throw to go. Riva now with a dozen.
But he's giving it its all, that's for sure.
Yep. Averages 13.5 a game. And somehow has been able to find a little extra courage here this quarter. Now the backdoor cut, laying it in is Cushing. That play was drawn up by Cooper out of the timeout. Mark Cooper's got some specials he likes to run out of the timeouts, doesn't he? Now the long ball by Whitfield for LP as he rattles it home. He's in double figures now with 10. And the lead down to 16. 50-34, 2.5 to go in the third. There's Rother with it for Ottawa.
I believe this is the lowest they got it in the second half was 16. So we'll see if they can cut back into it.
Ball nearly taken away from Miller, but now Ottawa comes away with it. Good look underneath, and Miller's able to get it to go.
He's got 16 on the night.
It was a good wraparound pass. I think that was Sheehan who got that to him. 52-34. Here's Riva. Now he throws it away. That's a
12 turnovers.
He just forced a pass where there was no place to have one. Sheehan with it for the Pirates. Wide open look for three, popping in and out was the ball by Rother. But Miller somehow came back up with it. He loses it, and the rebound taken down by Seneca. He nearly threw it away. And now it is thrown away. Ball loose on the floor. Bodies flying. I'm not sure what the call is here.
I believe it's foul on Seneca is my guess.
And that'll be his third, I think, isn't it?
It would be his third if that's it.
That's a tough call. I mean, there's bodies flying every place. I don't know how you designate one person who's going to get a foul there.
One referee must have seen one thing because there's bodies all over the place. There's people flying all over.
Second team foul on LP here in the second half. Still Ottawa clinging to that. Not clinging, really. Holding a commanding 18-point lead here. LP's not rolling over and playing dead, though.
No, they really are.
For that. Now the ball thrown away for a moment. Adams dives after it, and he gets it and then calls a quick timeout.
He was very close to being out of bounds.
Yeah, what a heads-up play, though, by Adams. The sophomore saves the possession for LP. As he got the steal, it was loose and heading for out of bounds. He was able to get it, and while he was prone on the floor, called the timeout period.
One quick update. We got Kewanee 58, Hall 42. That's the end of the third quarter. St. Bede 30, Bureau Valley 29. That's a halftime score.
But I was just looking for some information from you, and if you have any insight as to what color Gatorades will be used on the sidelines on Sunday.
It's going to be
orange, blue, or other?
It's other.
I think it's other, huh?
Yes.
I think it depends on which team wins.
Could be.
I think if Cincinnati wins, it'll be orange, and if the Rams win, it'll be blue. But what do I know?
Exactly.
I think I'm overthinking this.
I seen one of those other ones was is Snoop Dogg gonna smoke on the stage?
On the stage, yeah. And LP tries to run a play out of the timeout, and the ball tipped out of bounds.
14 turnovers on LP.
Yeah, the ball was just thrown too hard. Inbound play coming here, and it's inbounded to Rother. He loses it, and is picked off by Riva.
11 turnovers right now.
And Riva goes inside, and he's hacked. And he'll go to the free throw line. Game's starting to get a little rough and tumble out there.
It is.
As most LP Ottawa games tend to be. So Riva went 1 out of 2 from the line a few moments ago. Goes right back there again to shoot 2 more. Free throw is good. That foul, by the way, was on Aaron Threadgill for Ottawa, his first. Pirates now have 4 team fouls here in the second half. Second toss by Riva is good as well. Lead down to 16 with 1:19 remaining here in the third. Still in the backcourt with it. Here's Threadgill for Ottawa. To Cushing. She's picked up by Robleski. Back over to Threadgill outside the arc. Looks down low to Miller. He dumps a pass to the baseline to Rother. Fake as the ball is tipped away and taken on a nice play by Oberholtz for LP.
12 turnovers for Ottawa.
They have not exactly taken care of the ball very well.
They really haven't.
Here's a wide open look as an air ball by Oberholtz. He had a wide open look for 3. Here's Cushing. Euro step move to the goal, and he lays it in.
Really smooth move there.
Yep.
I felt that LP's outplayed him big time in the third quarter, but it's still an 18-point game.
Yeah, well, when it was up to 23, it's a long way to go. Ball thrown away by LP again, and Ottawa gets it back with 28.5 seconds remaining here in the third. Sheehan back in, and he gives Anthony Miller a break for Ottawa.
15 turnovers now on LP.
Inbound play coming. Threadgill still looking, finally gets it in to Rother. Ottawa still in the backcourt. Rother's double team. He gets rid of it. Ball loose on the floor, still loose on the floor. Picked up by the Pirates, and Cushing travels. He was down on the floor and got up. You can't move both feet. You can move one, and you can use that knee as a pivot, but you can't move. You can't lift both feet.
Ottawa hasn't been real smooth this third quarter.
No, they really haven't.
Coach Cooper's right across from us. He hasn't been real happy.
Hernandez back in for LP. Whitfield back in for the Cavaliers. $19 seconds remaining here in the third. 54-36 Ottawa. Here's Riva. Still in the backcourt. Gets it up over the timeline. Looks to Whitfield on the left baseline.
Very close to a travel there.
Yeah, very close. Down low, Riva had it and had it knocked away down low. And it's out of bounds. Did they call a foul on Riva? I think they did.
So.
Call a reach-in foul on Riva. That's his third. Third team foul on LP. 4.1 seconds remaining. Ottawa has to go the length of the floor to get a shot away. They get it into Sheehan. Sheehan near the way out about 35 feet away from the basket. Can't get it to go at the horn. Played through 3/4 of this one, and Ottawa still maintaining a comfortable 54-36 lead over LaSalle Peru. We're back to AJ Select Gymnasium after this timeout.
For more than 60 years wants to help you with your remodeling project. Reduce your energy consumption year-round with Coolmaster's selection of high-quality Energy Star-rated windows and doors. Coolmaster also provides high-quality siding, soffit, glass showers, and 3-season roofs. Call 223-8972 for a free estimate, or visit the Coolmaster showroom on 2nd Street in downtown LaSalle. Coolmaster, the Illinois Valley's leader in window and door replacement.
Minute, 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Looking to build a new home this year? Let your dream of a new home start today. And your friends and neighbors at Spring Valley City Bank can help you finance it. Perhaps it's a remodel of your kitchen or bathroom. Contact a Spring Valley City Bank loan officer today, or stop into either the Spring Valley or Peru locations and start the process of making your dreams a reality. Spring Valley City Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Do business with your friends and neighbors. Spring Valley City Bank.
A tradition of news and sports. 1039 W.
Spring Valley City Bank is our sponsor for three-pointers all season long. Do business with your friends and neighbors at Spring Valley City Bank. LP hasn't had as many of those threes as they need to in this ball game, I'll tell you that.
They have 4 on the night. Whitfield has 2.
Cavaliers with the basketball to start the final stanza. And they've got to score a bunch and in a hurry. There's Riva way outside with it to Hernandez. Skip pass comes across to Whitfield, steps inside, takes it up, lays it in.
He's had a really nice game.
Yeah, a very athletic player and good quick first step. Lead back down to 16. Here's Whitfield for Ottawa has it. And the ball kicked out of bounds by Sean Whitfield for LaSalle Peru.
This press from LP has caused Ottawa a little havoc.
It has. They are not
They're not real
as smooth with the basketball as they would like to be, I'm sure. Still looking to get it in bounds and finally get it in bounds to Cushing, who dashes through traffic, takes it in and lays it in.
That's all you have to do, I guess.
Cushing just dodged through about 4 defensive players, able to get it to the basket and lay it in. 56-38 Ottawa. There's Riva open for 3. Long 3 is good from about 25 feet away.
That was a deep 3.
Yep.
He's had 2 deep 3s right in the same spot.
He has 17. Whitfield with it for Ottawa. That's Javarius Whitfield. He's picked up by Hernandez. Get it over to Rother. Bounce pass comes across to Miller. That's Anthony Miller. Here's Whitfield again. Gives it up to Rother. Drives the baseline. Takes it up. Leaves it short on the side of the cup. And then he loses it out of bounds as he fought for the offensive rebound. That was actually Braden Miller who couldn't control it.
He controlled it, but he threw it up against the wall.
Yeah. Like a volleyball player there for a second. 56-41 Ottawa. Here's Riva. Gets it to Robleski. He beats his man for a moment, then throws the ball away.
17 turnovers,
picked off by Threadgill. He's got the basketball here to Cushing. Skip pass nearly thrown to Mark Cooper near the Ottawa bench. Here's Cushing again. To Threadgill. Thinks about a 3, and then it decides to throw it up there anyway. And no good, but the rebound chased down long by Miller for Ottawa.
LP's going to do a better job on the boards.
Yeah, you can't give him second shots. Down low, Whitfield beats his man, takes it in, lays it in.
Whitfield's got
what, 9 off the bench?
8 of his points have been right there at the. He does a great job getting to the rim.
Yeah, and he hasn't really played that many minutes.
No, he hasn't.
Here's the other Whitfield. Sean Whitfield puts it off the glass with some English. Got it to spin in.
Got 14 points on the night.
He's had a nice ball game. 58-43 Ottawa. Threadgill still with the basketball for the Pirates.
You know, Whitfield's really picked up the scoring with Seneca only having 4 points.
Yep. It's been Seneca and Whitfield and Riva tonight. Good backdoor cut, taking it up and laying it in That's pushing. Boy, he moves without the basketball well. Count the basket, and he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Personal foul was called on Robleski for LaSalle Peru, his second, fourth team foul, so we're even in team fouls right now. Seneca, after a brief rest, back in for LaSalle Peru, replacing Whitfield.
Hey, what did we say Cushioning had? 2 points at half set, right?
Yep. Yep.
He's got 13 right now.
Yeah, he's decided this half is his. Now they're going to wipe out the free throw. They say he went over the line.
Wow.
Or he had a toe on the line at least.
Usually you don't see that mistake this late in the year.
Zanecki back in for LP, replacing Robleski. There's Seneca way outside. They don't need him out there.
No, I agree. They need him underneath the basket.
Now Adams hits the three. He was actually hitting the head after the shot. The official didn't even see him. Should have been a chance for a 4-point play right there. LP has the lead down to 14.
It's the closest they've been in the second half.
Here's Javarius Whitfield, nearly threw it away. Now gets it over to Cushing. Down low, the ball knocked away. They get it back over to Noel. They don't really want him dribbling the basketball a lot, I don't think.
No.
Here's Javarius Whitfield back over to Cushing as Ottawa taking a little air out of the ball right now. And Miller is poke checked and fouled.
I believe it's on Adams.
Yeah, 20 feet away from the basket. He's going for the steal right there. And he took a little chance. You can't blame him for that.
It's Adams' second.
Only the fifth team foul against LP here in the second half. 4:21 to go. Ottawa clings to a 14-point lead. And we say clings because at one point in time they led it by 23. Riva with a near steal. Now here's Javarius Whitfield with it. Outside Cushing. Long three ball of his own, and the shot no good. But Javarius Whitfield gets the rebound, and then he's fouled.
Kid hustles. He's a hustler.
He's all over the place.
He is. And he hasn't played that much.
They called that foul on Adams again. That's his third?
Third.
The sixth against LP as a team, so a common foul. No free throws here. Ottawa has just 4 team fouls. With the ball way out front with it is Noel. That's the guy I think if you're LP, you want to try and get the ball from him.
Exactly.
To Anthony Miller. Gets it to Braden, back to Anthony Miller. Bounce pass underneath. Ball tipped away. Picked off by Riva for LP.
14 turnovers on Ottawa.
Here's Hernandez, tries to answer with a 3. No. Seneca with the weak side board, puts it back up and in. Timeout taken by LaSalle Peru. With 3:38 remaining in the ball game. LP is as close as they've been since early in this ball game. Trailing by only 13 right now. We're going to take a timeout here as well. 61-48 Ottawa. We're back after this timeout on 103.9 WLPO.
Hey, McDonald's in Spring Valley, Princeton, and Mendota have immediate openings for both full and part-time positions on all shifts.
Good till
Plus, with Archways to Opportunity, McDonald's can help you succeed by earning your high school diploma, working toward college, or improving your English skills. Apply in person at the Spring Valley McDonald's on Route 6 in front of Hall High School, the Princeton McDonald's on North Main just off I-80, or the Mendota McDonald's. And be sure to try one of their new crispy chicken sandwiches. Locally owned and operated, McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer.
Stick around for more great rock after the game on 103.9 WLPO. Stark Rock News, talk, and classic rock.
3:38 remaining in this ball game. Ottawa, who's led it nearly all the way, still holding on to a 12-point lead. They'll have the basketball when we come out of the timeout.
LP's on a little 12-6 run here to start the fourth quarter. Be great to see a few more stops by LP and cut this thing down to 6 or 8.
Well, first trip is to try and get it under 10.
Yep.
Get it into single digits, and then things can start to happen. Get it to single digits, it's no more than a 3-possession game. Ottawa to inbound it here. They're still looking to get it in and finally do as they get it over to Anthony Miller. And the ball nearly taken away by Seth Adams, and he saves it. Put it up and in by Hernandez. Scramble defense again by Adams.
I told you this press has killed Ottawa.
And another turnover. Riva gets it this time. He lays it in. We've got an 8-point ball game with 3:18 to go. As LP just scored 4 quick points after Ottawa turns it over twice in a period of about 10 seconds.
16-6 run here to start the fourth quarter.
Final quarter. So yeah. LP is not giving it up. Timeouts right now, as far as they're concerned. Ottawa has 4 remaining. LP with 3, so that's not a factor yet.
And it's surprising that Ottawa still has 4, but we forget about the mass timeouts. You know,
that's right. There's an extra timeout each quarter for masks, which
I believe really that last one, Coach Cooper wanted a timeout, but
didn't have to use it.
Right.
So 3:18 to go, and what was the score at the end of the first quarter, Pat?
18-10, Ottawa.
So that's the last time LP was within 8 was the end of the first quarter.
Halftime
I thought that was the case.
40-17 at halftime.
Yeah. And like I said, LP has been down by as many as 23 in this game.
I said, what's surprising is how much difficult that Ottawa's got against this press.
Yeah.
And credit LP's doing a heck of a job on it.
And it's not anything fancy. I mean, there's some double teams coming, but for the most part, it's just man-to-man. And again, Ottawa picks up the ball near midcourt, ball loose, finally picked up.
Count.
Yeah, almost a 10, but Ottawa finally gets it over the line. Sheehan gets it into the front court for Ottawa. Down to 3 minutes to go. Ottawa trying to spread the floor and look back door if they can. Sheehan way out
very
front.
Close to a 5 count.
Yeah, that Jim Cervini was yelling for a 3 for the 5 count right there. And here's Cushing, and he's going to be fouled out front, and they'll have a 1-and-1 coming. Wrong guy to foul if you're LP.
Not sure who it was on. Was it Rivas, his 4th?
Yeah, Johnny Riva has 4 now. What's he have, 16 so far in the game, Pat? Riva? No. Free throw was no good. Missed by Cushing. Here comes LP back the other way as Whitfield tried to go up with it. Had his shot blocked by Anthony Miller, but LP will get it back.
Riva's got 19.
19, okay. Inbound play coming here for the Cavs. Here's Adams. They dump it down low now to Seneca. Kicks it to the outside to Hernandez, to Whitfield. Tried to go to Riva, and it went right through his hands.
Not a good possession right there with 2.5 minutes to go.
And now a reach-in foul in the backcourt on Ozzie Hernandez for LaSalle Peru. This will be a 1-and-1 opportunity coming up here.
I'm not sure why they're doing so much fouling right now.
I'm not sure either.
They're down 8.
Yeah.
But
Threadgill will go to the line here to shoot a 1-and. On the season, an 82% free throw shooter. Best among the guys who sees much playing time on the team. And he misses the free throw. And the ball loosens, picked off by Ottawa. LP had a golden opportunity there and couldn't come up with the loose ball.
I'm sure if you're Ottawa, you're going to run some time.
Yep. Sheehan way out front. He gives up the dribble, and now he's fouled. I don't know who they called it on. I think it might be on Adams. It is.
It was either Adams or Riva. If it was Riva.
Adams just got his 3rd.
That's his 4th, I believe. They got it for 3.
They got it for 3 up on the board. I don't know. So Sheehan to the line to shoot another 1-and-1 here. After this, it'll be all 2-shot opportunities for the Pirates. His free throw is good. Levi Sheehan, the 5'8" junior, shoots 76% from the line. He'll get one more here. The Ottawa lead is 9. Make it 10 again.
Travel
and
out of bounds.
I think Whitfield just stepped on the line on the sideline. That's inexcusable.
19 turnovers.
It's inexcusable not to know where you're at on the floor.
Well, especially they're running that sideline break. You got to know where you're at.
I'm sure you practice that all the time. That's just a killer turnover right there. And that was nearly an over and back right there. And LP's just scrambling every place defensively. Here's Sheehan again. Drives in traffic. Taking it up and putting it in is Knoll. Give the assist, though, to Sheehan, who split two defenders and then got him the ball.
LP needs points here real bad.
The lead back out to 12 again for the Pirates. Here's Whitfield with it for LP. To Adams. Adams fakes the shot, now gets it to Riva. Riva dumps it on the baseline. 3 ball is no good, but the shot was so wild that LP comes up with it. Long shot for Riva for 3, no good. And the ball is tipped out of bounds. I guess it went off the hands of Knoll.
Yeah,
it'll go back to LaSalle Peru, and a timeout taken by the Cavs with 1:28 to go. See if we can pick up any more scores from around the area. And
we got St. Bede 42, Bureau Valley 41 after 3. Final score, Marquette 56, Streeter Woodland 37. Another final score, Kewanee 83, Hall 59.
And in Chicago, the Bulls trailing the Timberwolves now with 4:22 to go in the third, 84-82. So Bulls are struggling again tonight.
And they go back, they play tomorrow against OKC. They've had a lot of back-to-back games.
Yeah, they really have. And when you've got a roster that's as short as theirs is right now, that's pretty tough.
And I'm not sure I don't know who's playing exactly, but a lot of times they sit these guys out a game. So I don't know if Levine's playing or...
I don't know. All-Star break coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
That's good for the Bulls.
I think it's next weekend.
Yeah. I think I don't think there's a game after maybe Wednesday or Thursday.
Correct.
Then they have that long break. They get about a 4 or 5 day break in there.
One more final. Putnam County 56, Henry 44.
So we'll see the Panthers on Wednesday night over at Germano Gym against the St. Bede Bruins.
Along with Mike Brown.
I'm sure he'll be around. Here's Johnny Riva, and he was just butchered as he went up for the shot, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Johnny's going to need to go take an ice bath after this game.
He is.
He's really been beaten up. 19 for Riva so far. His free throw is good. Give him 20. The lead back down to 11 for Ottawa, but LP, it looks like they're just going to run out of time. They played a much better second half, but just dug themselves too big of a hole. Both free throws by Riva are good. Hernandez back in. Riva's going out.
It might be his last chance.
I think that's probably it.
Well, no, you know what? They're probably going to foul right here, so they might put him back in.
They might.
He's got 4.
They might. Depends on what happens here. You know, if Ottawa goes back down and scores and goes back up by 12 with a minute to go, that's that much chance of bringing them back in. And that's the reason Robleski commits the foul there rather quickly.
And here comes Riva right off the bench.
Yep, you're right. Robleski has 3. LP has 10 as a team, so this is a 2-shot opportunity coming up for Cushing. His free throw is good. Boy, he looks smooth up there, doesn't he?
He does. He's 3 for 5.
Yeah, but in game situations, if I'm
one miss
Ottawa,
he made it, but remember they called the violation.
That's right. So it doesn't even count as an attempt, really.
No, that's true.
Second free throw is no good. That's all we have to do is say what a great free throw shooter he is.
We've been proven many times wrong.
Yes. Here's Riva open for a long 3. Leaves it short. Ball fought for. Riva goes after it. Everybody goes after it. Finally, Ottawa comes up with it and a foul in the backcourt. And I think it's on Hernandez for LaSalle Peru. Nope, give me Cabrera.
No, I believe he's on Adams. His fifth.
Adams just fouled out of the ball game. So with 1:08 to go, LP loses Seth Adams, who really was a spark plug for them as much defensively as anything else.
Yeah, he only had 3 points, but
he just diving all over the place trying to get the ball loose for the Cavs.
He's a youngster, right? He's a sophomore?
He is a sophomore. Free throw by Sheehan is good. He's got that funky-looking style up there, Sheehan does, but he's another good free throw shooter. Ottawa as a team.
That's a violation right now on Ottawa.
They moved their player after they handed them the ball. Now the official on the outside says, no, it's not a violation. You hadn't handed him the ball yet. Wow, I've never seen that happen before.
Neither did I.
Free throw, no good. Ball doesn't lie. 66-54. LP's going to run out of time. Here's a long shot by Whitfield. Nearly cleared the backboard. Goes out to Riva. He launches a three. Bodies fly again. And Ottawa comes up with the rebound, and that's going to do it. Cushing fouled by Robleski with 51.9 seconds to go.
I think with the 10 fouls right now, I'm not sure fouling is the smartest thing.
Now, I think that more action on the LP bench as Tommy Hartman, a junior, will be coming in after the first free throw here by Cushing. Cushing, a big second half. Free throw is no good. Has had 12 of his 14 points in the second half. So Hartman in, Rupert in for LaSalle Peru. Zanecki back in as he saw action earlier. Connor Duremchek is in the ball game as well. And Oberholtz for LaSalle Peru. Caden Oberholtz. Now Ottawa going to their bench as well for the first time. Zach Graham, number 32, is in there. Number 34 is Ramazan Ibashashki for the first time tonight. He makes my all-name team. Second free throw, no good. Oberholtz the rebound for LP. 66-54. Dump it down low to Rupert. Turnaround jumper a little hard. And ball controlled by
just to get somebody
Ottawa.
In.
Now they call a quick timeout just to get the last sub in for Ottawa. For the first time, it's Connor Price, number 1, in for Ottawa. Also,
LP still pressing, which surprises me a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think you normally want to do that.
Right.
And now the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to LaSalle Peru. Jonathan Cooper in the ball game for Ottawa.
It's a little weave right now.
Yeah, LP just kind of running a little bit of offense out here right now. Oberholtz has the basketball right here. Nearly loses it. Able to get it back. 3-ball in the air. Shot no good by Zanecki. And here comes Ottawa back the other way with it. And a foul going to be called, I think, on Zanecki for LaSalle Peru with 10.4 seconds remaining. So Ottawa will go to 15-9. They'll go to 9-3 in the conference. Well, LP will go one game under 500 at 13-14, and they'll be 5-7 in conference play. And LP's going to bring Jereb back in to just stand there for the last 10 seconds. I think they told him just stand there, don't do anything.
They're going to have his team stay here, let Jereb score the last points, is my guess.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's going to, they'll just probably just dribble it out. Free throw is good by Connor Price. And Jereb is open. He'll take a 3-ball to end it. Didn't go in. Tipped back up, no good by Rupert. And that'll do it. Final score is Ottawa 68 and LaSalle Peru 54. Ottawa 68-54, the win here tonight over the Cavaliers. So it is a season sweep as Ottawa wins the first time by 1, the second time by 14 here at the home of the Cavaliers. Our post-game show coming up momentarily. Ottawa the winner over LaSalle Peru tonight. We're back after this on 103.9 WLPO.
Due to this week in Star Rock Country on Thursday, February 10th through Monday, February 14th. Enjoy Valentine's dinner for